Alright, guys, so we're downstairs again because my room is still set up from Vlogmas, which is intense. But, yeah, I'm sorry that I was quiet for the entire month of January on this channel. And I missed getting this review out last week, which I planned on doing. Yeah, dizziness is not fun. I was basically dizzy almost every single day throughout the month of January, and yeah, so I was not keen or even capable of filming and editing and all that, so that's why I was quiet on this channel for the month of January, and also why this review didn't go up last week instead of this week. But I am back, for now anyways, to review the 8 episodes of Wonder Man. Now, in case this is your first time watching a Marvel Disney Plus series review on my channel, here's how it is going to work. First, I am going to go into my non-spoiler thoughts, so that way if you haven't seen Wonder Man, you're maybe on the fence about it, you can hear what I thought without getting spoiled. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but alas, maybe you do. And then I'm going to dive into what I liked and what I didn't like. For that, there will be spoilers. So, let's get to it. So, aspiring actor Simon Williams has been struggling to get his career off the ground. But that changes when he meets Trevor Slattery. They learn that there is a remake happening of the superhero movie Wonder Man, and the two of them try to get roles in the movie. But not everything is as it seems. Yep, that's what I'm going with. So, this is Marvel's second outing under the Spotlight brand after Echo. I'm going to be honest, I kind of forgot about Marvel Spotlight, and I thought Marvel had sort of given up on it. Alas, they did not. Yeah, in theory, Marvel Spotlight is supposed to give me what I personally want, which is more focus on characters and their dynamics with other characters. You know, that's the whole brand. The brand is centered around grounded and character-driven storytelling. But what exactly did I think of Wonder Man? It's fine. It's certainly not the worst show that Marvel has released. But I would also say it's far from the greatest, at least for me. I'm sure there's people out there that love this show, and great, I'm happy for them. I'm just not particularly one of them. Like, there were enjoyable moments in what was otherwise a pretty mediocre show. I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was just there. And honestly, in many ways, that's almost worse. Just being there. But I digress. It was there. Now I'm going to be diving into what I liked, what I didn't like. So there are spoilers coming. If you have not seen Wonder Man yet, go watch it, come back here, or risk being spoiled. I think. I don't actually know. This is gonna be really hard because I don't have strong opinions either way on any of these. So this is gonna be fun. Now, in terms of what I liked, I really like Simon and Trevor. If you've seen any of my reviews for anything, the one thing that I do like is the character dynamics with each other. And Simon and Trevor is no different. Like, their dynamic was fun in the enjoyable episodes, but they were also kind of the saving grace a little bit in the boring episodes. Like, honestly, I have my notes for basically like each episode, and a lot of the notes that I have are just like, I continue to love Simon and Trevor, and there's like nothing else, because I'm like, I don't feel anything else watching this episode, so yeah, I continue to love Simon and Trevor, and that's it. Uh, so yeah, Simon and Trevor, love them. Another thing that I liked, I guess, was Josh Gad singing in summer. Now, hear me out, okay? I had mixed reactions about episode 4 in general. Like, I really did enjoy it, but it felt random. And it felt out of place. And it kind of took me out of the show a little bit. But it was one of the more entertaining episodes. And really, up until the end, I was like, why does this episode exist? Like, what is this episode trying to explain? And of course, then it's like, superpowered individuals can't act because Josh Gad got disappeared. But yeah, I'm a Frozen fan. I love Frozen. So the part where Josh Gad is singing in summer, I'm just like, I'm here for it. Would I have enjoyed it as much if it were in a different episode that didn't already feel so random? No, I would not have, because it would have been weird. But, like, the whole episode kind of felt out of place. Like I said, until the end, where they really, like, explained it. But, like, the whole episode itself felt out of place. So I'm like, Josh Gad singing in summer. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're working with here. So, yeah, that was a fun bit, I guess. Another thing that I liked, I guess, was the, like, meta-ness of the whole show. Like, Simon is an actor who was working on getting into a superhero movie in a Marvel project where actors are working on superhero projects. It was hilarious in many ways. The only difference being that he actually does have superpowers, which I was kind of wondering whether they were gonna go that direction or not. And then they did, and I was like, okay, because I know nothing about Wonder Man. Okay, like, I'm not even sure if Wonder Man is a character in the comics. Like, that's my level of knowledge of Wonder Man. Like, I don't know who that is. So yeah, I don't know whether his actual superhero name is Wonder Man, because the movie they were working on is Wonder Man, and now I've gone off on a tangent, but I gotta know, is his superhero name Wonder Man? If he exists, like, let me know in the comments below. Okay. Now we're moving on to what I didn't like. I don't know. Honestly, I guess I didn't really like that it was never really clear what Simon's powers were. Like, he had, like, extreme strength, question mark, that caused, like, earthquake type things. Like, I guess, he can fly, because he flew out of the prison cell thingy in the final, like, shot of the show. So he can fly too, I guess. He can harness ionic energy. That's what they told us. And I guess maybe that ties into the earthquakey powers? I don't know. All I know is he has powers, and his powers create pretty designs on walls. Yeah, it felt all over the place, and I was never really sure what his powers were. And honestly, it's probably on me, because I've found myself tuning out a lot of the times. But yeah, he can harness ionic energy and fly. and strength because he broke the table, and earthquake typey things because he like caused everything to like just yeah, I guess. Beats me, okay. And I guess another thing I didn't like was like the 8 episodes. Like, I get it to some degree. Like, they had to have 8 episodes to build up Simon as a character and develop Simon and Trevor's friendship so that Trevor was conflicted about turning Simon into the Department of Damage Control because we needed those people back. But honestly, a lot of the episodes were just boring. I don't know. Maybe because I'm not a huge Trevor Slattery character fan. And I don't know nothing about Simon. I feel like I still don't know anything about Simon other than that he's an actor. Who's very intense. And he has powers that I'm not clear on what they are. But it just feels like over the course of 8 episodes, not much was done, I guess, to build up Simon as a character. I mean, yeah, Trevor and Simon's friendship was developed a little bit more, and I enjoyed their dynamic, but, like, I came out of this not knowing much more about Simon than when I went in. And like I said, it could be because I was tuning out. Like, full on admitting it, I was tuning out, and I was like, nope, not going back to watch it. It doesn't help when I'm trying to review this thing, but I was bored. For a lot of it. Some of the episodes were great. Like, I enjoyed episode 4, even though it felt very random. I think it might have been episode 6 where they're in, like, that acting exercise thing. I was like, this is entertaining. I am enjoying this. The first episode started off kind of good, and then it went boring, and then it got good again. Like, there were good episodes, don't get me wrong, but some of them were just there. And when they're just there, you start losing me a little bit. I guess that's what I'm going to leave it at. Overall, do I regret watching the show? As much as I actually did watch it? No, I don't regret watching it. Like I said, I did enjoy some things. There were entire episodes that I even enjoyed. But there were also episodes that were boring. And I mean, I did struggle to find things that I didn't like because I just didn't particularly dislike anything enough to actually care. Like, in terms of figuring out what I liked and what I didn't like, it was what it was. I didn't feel strongly necessarily either way of what I liked and what I didn't like. It was just meh. And I'm like, do I care strongly enough to put it under what I didn't like? And then if I started going through all the things that I felt meh about, we'd be here all day because it was pretty much the entire show. But like I said, it's not the worst thing that Marvel has put out. It's not the worst thing I've had to sit through. So I'll give it that. But in terms of did I enjoy it? No. Would I watch it again? No. Granted, there's very few Marvel shows, particularly, that I would watch again. But this ain't one of it. This ain't one of them. I don't care. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys can sell me on it. Tell me what I'm missing. Because the show was meh. It was meh. I got nothing else to say about it. I didn't dislike it per se. I didn't like it, but I don't regret watching it. That's kind of where I'm at. But let me know, what did you guys all think of Wonder Man? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Were you kind of like me and just like, it was there? And if you guys did like it, let me know what you liked. Let me know what I'm missing. Let me know why I'm crazy for just feeling mad about this show. And if you guys didn't like it, let me know what you didn't like either. I'm really curious to hear everyone's thoughts in the comments down below.